Some users requested that we do a hands-on of the Redmi Y1 Lite, which is the light version of the Xiaomi Redmi Y1 which was announced today for the Indian market. So we have the Redmi Y1 Lite and we also have the Redmi Y1. This will be a comparison plus hands-on for both the devices. We have done a separate hands-on video as well. You can get Redmi Y1 Lite for 6,999 Indian rupees, whereas the normal Redmi Y1 starts at 8,999 and goes up to 10,999 for higher RAM and storage variant. In terms of design and build quality, you can see in the front there's a small difference. You get an additional front-facing flash in case of Redmi Y1, which is not present in Y1 Lite. Then you have the same display, same quad angular glass protection on both the devices. On the right side you get the same buttons, and even at the bottom you have the same placement. On the back there's another difference. You don't get the fingerprint sensor on Redmi Y1 Lite, whereas you do get it on Redmi Y1. On the top you get infrared blaster on both the devices, and on the left side you have SIM card tray. Both comes with the 2 SIM card plus 1 micro SD card tray, and all 3 are dedicated slots, so no hybrid SIM card tray over here. In terms of display, they both have same display as we mentioned, and we didn't face any issues with the displays on both the devices. Moving on to the hardware and the software part, you get Snapdragon 425 and Snapdragon 435 on Redmi Y1 Lite and Redmi Y1 respectively. Then you have 2 GB of RAM and 16 GB storage on Y1 Lite, whereas you get higher 3 GB RAM and 32 GB storage on Y1. In terms of Android version, you get the same Android version and same MIUI 9 on both the devices. In terms of back camera, you again have same 13 megapixel shooter on both the devices, but there's a big difference in the front camera. You get a 16 megapixel shooter on Y1, whereas you get a 5 megapixel shooter in case of Y1 Lite. So that's a big difference, considering the fact that these are under the Xiaomi selfie series. You are still getting a 5 megapixel camera on Redmi Y1 Lite smartphone. In terms of quality, clearly Redmi Y1 is better in selfie camera. As you can see, it captures better details, and again this is a 16 megapixel shooter, that is a 5 megapixel shooter, so obviously you will get better selfie experience on Redmi Y1. So if you are a selfie lover, we will suggest you to pay 2,000 extra and get a better selfie camera. Then you do have same applications as mentioned. You have MIUI on both the devices. It has infrared blaster on both. They both comes with a 3080 mAh battery, so again a lot of similarities. So overall, if you're looking for a smartphone which offers you an extra fingerprint sensor, more RAM, more storage, and a much better selfie experience, then Redmi Y1 should be your choice. Also, it has a better 435 Snapdragon processor as compared to 425 present on Y1 Lite. But if you're someone who cannot go beyond 7,000 and has a strict budget or wants a more budget phone among these two, then you can go for Redmi Y1 Lite. But as mentioned, you won't get fingerprint sensor, you won't get extra storage and RAM, you will get a lower processor and a smaller camera in terms of resolution. That's all for this video. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day.